Welcome back to 50 for 50. This is the video series where I take one horror movie from each of the 50 years of my life and review it for you. Let's get started. Today is the 1997 horror movie Funny Games, directed by Michael Haneke. An Austrian family arrives at their vacation home on a quiet lake. Soon after settling in, two young men, Peter and Paul, dressed in all white and wearing gloves, arrive at their door under the pretense of borrowing eggs. Their behavior becomes increasingly odd and intrusive, and it soon becomes clear that they intend to torment this family physically and psychologically. I'm going to be the first to admit that this movie is not for everyone. First of all, it's in German, so you do have to read subtitles, which really isn't a problem for me, but I know some people don't want to read subtitles when they're watching a movie. This movie is very different. First of all, you have these two young men who show up at your door, and they're dressed in all white and they're wearing gloves, and they're asking for eggs, saying that the neighbor sent them over to borrow some eggs. And you know the neighbor, so you're like, okay, come on in, I'll give you the eggs. But the longer they stay, the odder they act, and the more intrusive it becomes until you realize that they're going to hold you hostage. And the thing is they're doing this without even having any weapons. They walk in without any weapons and are able to hold this family hostage for the entire night. This movie is very slow moving. The graphic violence that happens to these people doesn't always happen on screen. This movie doesn't rely on the graphic violence. It relies on the psychological tension and the family's helplessness throughout the ordeal. But the thing that makes this movie so unique is the way that Paul, one of the intruders in the house, is able to break the fourth wall. Seemingly looking at the audience, he asks the audience questions. At one point, he even winks at the audience to let them know that he knows that they're watching. It's making the audience not just a passive observer. You are actually in on what's happening and you are complicit in what is happening. I gave this movie 3.5 stars on Letterboxd. I enjoyed it, but I get that this movie is not going to be for everyone. But I enjoyed this movie. If you're not into reading subtitles, there was a 2007 remake of this movie, the same name, and it's basically the same movie shot for shot. It's just in English instead of the original German. If you've seen this movie, drop a comment and let me know. We can discuss. Also, don't forget to hit that like and follow button for more horror content.